Good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I am Squigs, reporting for the Poetry Times, broadcasting from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and acknowledging Treaty 1 territory, the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Ininu, Cree, Ojibwe, Dene, and Dakota, and is the birthplace and heart of the Métis Nation. I will be reporting headline news and festivals in and around and about the world of poetry. And please stay tuned for more news and information regarding open mics, workshops, competitions, book launches, funding, and submissions after these headlines. And now for the headlines. We'll start off in the UK in a report by Shuaib Khan, reporting for www.asiaimage.co.uk. Now, the spoken word poet Shuhaima Manzoor Khan will be a special guest speaker at a free online event hosted by the University of Central Lancashire. Shuhaima Manzoor Khan is a Muslim award-winning poet, playwright, and author of the book Post-Colonial Banter. They will be sharing some of their work at the virtual event on the 24th of June, and her work centers around themes of racialization, Islamophobia, gender, feminism, state violence, and decoloniality in Britain. The live event, which will take place on Microsoft Teams, has been organized by senior lecturer in film and media and popular culture at UC Lancashire. That is Fazila Bimsh. The free event will take place from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Thursday, 24th of June. People can take part via Microsoft Teams. Now, to get the link to this and for more information to accessing the event and more information on this, please visit www.asiaimage.co.uk. Now, over to Italy and the stars. In a report by Philip Pulela for www.reuters.com, reporting that the works of the Italian epic poet Dante Alighieri is going to the heavens. His colossal Divine Comedy is divided into three parts, which are Hell, Purgatory, and Paradise. It is an allegory representing the soul's journey to God and is one of the world's most influential works of literature. Now, to mark the 700th anniversary of his death, Scripta Manient, a high-end art publishing house based in Bologna, will produce two sheets measuring about 29 centimeters by 43 centimeters and folded in four accordion style, will each be inscribed with the entire poem of some 14,200 lines containing about 32,000 words. A copy of the Divine Comedy, micro-inscribed on sheets of titanium and gold alloy, will be sent up into space and left there to hang amongst the heavens. A facsimile of the second sheet will be made part of the traditional large format printed version of the comedy and sold in limited numbered edition of 700 copies, and each will go for about 6,000 euros. This was reported by Philip Pulela and edited by Raisa Kasolowski for www.reuters.com. Please visit their website for more information on this. And now over to the U.S. In a report by Bill McMillan for the Daily News. That is the Mojave Daily News.com. Over the last 100 years, the Pulitzer Prize is awarded for prestige in many categories of writing. And this year, Natalie Diaz from the Mojave Valley has been awarded this honor in poetry for her collection Post-Colonial Love Poem. From Fort Mojave Indian Tribe Reservation, Diaz began her professional career as a basketball player and becoming a two-time All-State performer at River Valley High School. And was actually named Arizona Player of the Year as a senior in 1996, and earning a scholarship to play at Division I Old Dominion University. Now at ODU, she played a significant role as a freshman in the 1996 to 1997 season when the Lady Monarchs advanced to the NCAA Women's Final Four, a momentous beginning to a 4-year collegiate career. After graduating with a degree in English, Her basketball exploits continued at the professional level. Diaz played in leagues in Europe and in Asia for 4 seasons. Her athletic career, though, was cut short by injury, and she resumed her academic career and finished the master's degree program in fine arts at ODU. Now she has published 2 poetry collections that draw heavily on the people and experiences of those early days that have shaped her life. Her debut collection, When My Brother Was an Aztec, was published in 2012 and earned an American Book Award, and it draws heavily on Diaz's life as a Native American. Recently awarded the 2021 Pulitzer Prize for Poetry for a collection Post-Colonial Love Poem, Diaz has credited the people around her then and now with providing the inspiration for her latest work. Post-Colonial Love Poem was also the finalist for the 2020 National Book Award and 2020 Los Angeles Times Book Prize and the 2020 Forward Prize for Best Collection. Big congratulations to Natalie Diaz there. And now, reporting on our festivals, we're headed back over to the UK to the Ledbury Poetry Festival, which will be held the 2nd to the 11th of July of this year. The Ledbury Poetry Festival celebrates both poets of the past and contemporary poetry. The festival aims to be broadly appealing, inspiring, as well as challenging and stimulating, enabled by a range of events, poets, and performers. Now, according to Versopolis.com, the Ledbury Poetry Festival is much loved by poets as being a rare and genuine joining place of poetry and people, according to Carol Ann Duffy. As well, David Morley writes, the programming is skillful and highly adventurous. I have seldom come across a poetry audience with such attentiveness, warmth, and intelligence. Poets return year after year to the festival, and which is committed as well to nurturing new poets. As an important part of what they do, they send poets to local schools, last year reaching around 2,000 children and growing. The Ledbury Poetry Festival has evolved out of connections with poets such as Edward Thomas, Robert Frost, John Masefield, and Elizabeth Barrett Browning. For more information on this festival and other festivals, and to get the link to the official link to Ledbury Poetry Festival, please visit www.versopolis-poetry.com. And those are my headlines for today. Thank you for your time. Once again, I am Squigs. Please stay tuned for more news about open mics, workshops, competitions, book launches, and submissions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Squigs, and welcome back. I'm excited to be bringing you a few cool workshops you could attend this week. Let's start off with 2 interesting workshops happening on Monday night, London time. The first workshop is Roadworks Poetry Workshop with JoAnne McKay, hosted by D-LUX organization in the UK. It is a collaboration between local artists, D-LUX Arts, and Dumfries and Galloway's finest poets. In this free online workshop, JoAnne will be helping people to write short poems, get this, that will be displayed in Dumfries Town Centre on a vital piece of road repair infrastructure, a yellow LED messaging sign that you often see in a traffic jam. JoAnne will be focusing on the form of poetry known as Sing Queens, a 5-line poem that is vivid in its imagery and meant to convey a certain mood or emotion. Poems will be on display on the Dumfries High Street from 14th to the 21st of August, with submissions due no later than the 9th of August. In the hands of the region's most established and first-time poets alike, the sign becomes a powerful way to explore and share the thoughts of local people on the last year, as well as hopes and dreams for the future. You can sign up via the Eventbrite link in the description, and the Zoom link will be sent to your email address prior to the event starting. The workshop will take place at 6:30 p.m. London time on Monday, June 21st. Half an hour later, on Monday at 7 p.m. London time, poetry at the LexIcon for Midsummer will be taking place. Hosted by the DLR libraries in Ireland, this free online event is a chance to spend Midsummer Eve with 3 exciting and inventive poets who explore the landscape, nature, human form, and the webs that connect everything. It's never been more important to look outside of ourselves and to gain a deeper understanding and respect for the natural world. The poets' keen eyes and sustained study of everything from limpets to gray whales to maned wolves give us stunning insight into different environments. They also examine the ways we use language and how the words we use shape what we see. Join for this dynamic and thought-provoking evening. This event is facilitated by Rosamund Taylor and features the impressive and achieved poets of Jen Hadfield, Nidhi Zach, and Aria, Eipe, and Mike Roper. You can read all about their publications, awards, passions, and achievements in the link to the event in our bio. So to remain in the spirit of diverse workshops, this third workshop is really one of its kind. June 23rd at midnight London time, a free 1-hour workshop will take place. Fitting to this late hour, the workshop will be on protest poetry. This workshop is organized by North Florida Poetry Hub and Howard Moon. In the workshop, you get a chance to learn from one of the best protest poetry poets of North Florida, Howard Moon, a retired broadcaster and professional writer who will facilitate this fascinating and timely genre of poetry. This is a free online workshop that will be brought to you by North Florida Poetry Hub. North Florida Poetry Hub is a chapter of the Florida State Poets Association and was created by the local nonprofit Hope at Hand organization. Hope at Hand provides poetry therapy for at-risk youth populations. This workshop is free and open to everyone. RSVP is necessary to attend the event. Your RSVP name has to match your Zoom ID name in order to be admitted to the Zoom room. You can learn more through the links below, as well as through the websites of www.northfloridapoetryhub.org and www.hopeatland.org. Next up, on Wednesday night as well at 12:30 a.m. London time, the Poetry Room workshop, Writing the Anthem, will take place. Organized by the Poetry Room, this 2-week session online workshop kicks off its first week this Wednesday, hosted by Karma Bar. The workshop was described as such. A successful anthem can take a moment, a feeling, or a memory, and connect us all by the writing on the page. Using the anthem, Karma will encourage you and create a safe space with you to explore both yourself and your experiences in efforts to connect your story in a way that connects you to others. Karma believes that anthems help heal because they remind us that we can connect to the most powerful feelings rooted in our cores, then connect to others through the words we manifest on the page. In this 2-week workshop, you can explore literary elements to support an anthem, tap into an experience to work at writing with your heart, and you will come away with tools to connect to your audience on a deeper level. The first week, happening this week, of the workshop consists of several hours of intentional instruction and a final prompt. You're given the week after to write, and then the second week, those that attended the first week can come and share their pieces, or they may choose to experience others' art. The Zoom link and password for the space are provided on the event link provided below. The last 2 events I have for you this week will be taking place on Saturday, the 26th of June. This first one is the Poetry Club, Poets on Summer, hosted by Seniors Junction in the United States at 7 p.m. London time. Poetry Club is a virtual social club for seniors, led by renowned music historian Dr. Paul Merkley and Dr. Namrata Bagaria. Each session is around 90 minutes. The facilitator will lead an interactive program for an hour, followed by 15 minutes questions and answers, followed by 15 breakout room socials. Poetry sharing is the perfect medium for building deep connections, having meaningful conversations, and contributing to a soulful community. During this period of extended isolation, we both had the chance to sit and write many poems in this time, and it helped us cope better with the isolation. The Poetry Club wants to create a safe space for individuals who value expressing deep feelings and emotion. Hence, a poetry club made a lot of sense for them to establish. Poetry reading and writing offers tremendous mental health and well-being benefits, and they sincerely hope to provide a balm for the aching soul in today's trying times. The learning outcomes they state are, amongst them are reading and writing poetry to unlock parts of ourselves we have forgotten, appreciating the hidden beauty of poetry, unleashing our creativity, and letting it soar, amongst many other ones, other outcomes that you can find on the event page. Although the event itself is targeted for seniors, all ages are welcome. The tickets for the event are for $21.69. Finally, at 7 p.m. London time on Saturday, this 1-hour workshop may be inviting for those of you who want to put your work out in the world. NJ Poetry Events and Not Enough Words LLC in the USA have organized a self-publishing workshop. It will be facilitated by James Ellerby, author, spoken word, recording artist, and the guest presenter is McKay Words, English teacher, author, poet, author of The Editing Process. The workshop will include information on learning how to publish your book creation tips, editing, copyrights, marketing tips. The Zoom link will be provided after the purchase of the ticket, and the price of the ticket is $50 and including a copy of their book. For more information, please visit www.njpoetryevents.com or contact newllcinfo@gmail.com. All right, thank you for listening to this extensive list that I wanted to share with you. That's all for me this week. And before we head over to Martin in the UK, let's take a look at some material from our sponsors. Be well.
Welcome back to the Poetry Times. I am Martin Gray, and me and Giraffester, as ever, have been scouring the internet for new books and new submissions and all of that juicy good stuff. It has been a bit of a heat wave here in the UK, so I do apologise for the redness in my face, because like a lot of British people, I can only do two colours. One is ghost and the other is lobster. This week we have two new books from Manchester, UK-based Fly on the Wall Press, who are Small Press of the Year regional finalist at the 2021 British Book Awards, and also publisher of my collection, The Pretty Boys of Gangstertown, still available on their website. Wink, wink. However, we're not talking about that book. We are talking first about Modern Medicine, the debut chapbook by the Lincolnshire, UK-based Lucy Hurst. This book is described as exploring experiences of illness, medicine, and disability through visceral phrasing and mordant humour, embodying the weirdness and discomfort of bodily suffering. However, instead of telling you what other people have said about it, I thought I'd read you a few lines instead. If you touch a chess piece, you have to move it. Pain brings with it a shame and isolation unjustifiable by metaphor. Words become reductive, unsatisfactory. Watch as the blood drains from your arms slowly. The body has an appetite for so much more. Guzzling, draining away. Delicious in muscular intuition. Modern Medicine is released on the 18th of June. It's available as a chapbook for £5, as a paperback, for £5.99, and an ebook for £2.99. Also from Fly on the Wall Press, we have These Mothers of Gods by Sheffield, UK-based Rachel Bauer. This is Rachel's follow-up to 2018's Moon Milk and is being released on the 16th of July. These Mothers of Gods has been described as poetry seeking to recover the lived experiences of women who have often appeared only fleetingly in official histories, and also pushes towards a more expansive understanding of motherhood, inclusive of broader issues about gender and our collective responsibilities for lives, environments, and natural worlds. Rachel has quite a poetry CV/resume, and the book has already garnered some significant praise. It is available for pre-order as a paperback for £8.99. To find out more, go to flyonthewallpress.co.uk. On to submission news now, and I have 3 lovely submissions for you this week. Firstly, have you ever wanted to spill cocoa on the acclaimed British novelist and screenwriter Martin Amis? Because now you can. Yes. Spilling Cocoa over Martin Amis is a website that describes itself as dedicated to the serious art of writing humorous poetry. They publish a couple of new poems a week on their website, and submissions are always open and always available to anybody. There is no payment, but also no fee for submission. However, they do request that you make them laugh at least once. Full T's and C's are on their website, and they're also quite a good read in themselves. If you're interested, then you can send up to 3 poems. Find out more at spillingcocoa.com. Now, if you're like me, you love a short poem, and so the open submission at 1-sentence poems might be for you. They publish around 5 poems a week on their website and Twitter account, and are looking for poems on any theme that are, well, 1 sentence long, obviously. Specifically, 1 sentence that is not too long, starting with a capital letter and ending with a full stop. Submissions again are free, again open to everybody, and again there is no payment. You can submit up to 4 poems at a time if this is of interest to you at 1sentencepoems.com. Now, finally from me this week. Would you like to win £500 for writing a poem on the theme of change? Then the AUB International Poetry Prize from Arts University Bournemouth, UK may well be for you. They are taking submissions of poems of up to 40 lines long until the 2nd of July 2021 for anyone aged 16 or over and from anywhere in the world. They are encouraging you to interpret the theme of change in any way you want. Prizes will be awarded to the winner and to 2 runners-up, with these and some additional commended poems also being made into an anthology. If you're interested, you can submit up to 5 poems, with entries costing £5 for 1 poem, up to £17 for 5 poems. To find out more, go to aub.ac.uk/International Poetry Prize. That is it from me for this week. As ever, all of our links are below, and if you'd like to tell us about any submissions that you have or any books that you have, we'd love to hear from you.